Hi, hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, a safe space for you, for me, and for everybody. Hi, lovelies. Today I'm going to be talking about navigating life, living alone in your 20s. I'll not call myself a hyper-independent kind of person, but I know that I always wanted to have the feel of living alone, having a house, arranging and decorating my house. That experience was something that I always looked forward to, and I'm very super grateful that I got to experience this aspect of my life before moving on to the next. I was like, okay, settling down, kids, a family, and all that. And I believe that everybody should at least one way or another experience the feeling of living alone as a single lady before settling down, because it really places a sense of maturity into oneself, and it allows one to actually know how to manage oneself. Yes, for the first thing, finding a suitable house to call your home, finding a nice location where the house is going to be. Basically finding a home and finding a nice location. First of all, you have to put a lot of things in play. You have to put your source of income into play. You have to put the location of wherever you're working or wherever you're schooling, etc. into play when looking and searching for a suitable house or a suitable home. You have to even understand, what kind of spacing do I want? Do I want a really big space, or do I want a small space? Can I afford a big space, or can I afford a small space? What do I want to do with my spacing? All those things need to come in play when you're looking for a house to make your home. I factored where I was working. I ensured that it was very close to where I was working so that I didn't have to spend a lot of transport when commuting down to work. So that was one of the major factors for me. When I was looking for my house, I really didn't factor the spacing. I didn't really factor design it and all that. That's another thing. When searching for a place, I like one to be patient and actually calm down and plan ahead in getting your house. Don't do it in a haste, especially in this country that we are in, because after being in a haste to actually get your house or whatnot, a lot of other things now comes into play after getting the house. The next thing is security. You have to factor the security aspects, because you're a young girl coming back from work, come back from school, or you're running around. You have to be in a place whereby you feel secured. You don't feel like you might be attacked, or there will be any case of theft, or the compound itself is not really a secured compound. So factor getting a compound that is gated and well secured. The next point would be acquiring the necessary furnitures to furnish your apartment. First of all, you understand the aesthetics that you want to go with in the apartment. You understand the tones and the colors and how you want your apartment to make you feel. Some people like vibrant colors. Your house or your home is like that safe space. So after you have conquered the world, after you have gone through what you have gone through in like your work world or wherever you're coming from, you enter into a space whereby you feel kind of comfortable and safe. So when looking for furnitures, look for things, like I said, budget friendly things that make you feel safe and happy coming into your space. And now that takes me to managing your finance. One thing I've really learned how to do whilst living alone is I've learned how to adequately manage my finances. Staying alone, when you're in your father's house, you use toothpaste, you use tissue, you eat food every day, you don't understand the money that after living alone, I'm super grateful for my parents and what they have provided for me till this point, because it is not easy at all. Taking care of what you are going to eat, taking care of what you are going to wear, taking care of light bills, water bills, etc. It's not easy. So when you are searching for a space, first of all, ensure that you have a source of income. Very important. The way I do it, monthly, I try to stock up my house in terms of food, in terms of house necessary things like accessories, like probably tissue paper, toothpaste, and all that. I try to ensure that I stock up my house in the beginning of the month, and to an extent, it will then last for me towards the end of the month. You know, with our economy right now, things are a little bit tougher. Not for us, by God's grace, but things can get a little bit tough. So you have to understand your income, understand the things that you do around your house, and then factor that into your budget. And also, let's talk about bills. Utility bills such as lights, electricity, Very important. One thing that actually takes a lot of my money is electricity. You have to factor the appliances that you have in your house. Very important. You have to factor security bill, which is a very important levy for you to pay. One very good trick that I've learned is always being friendly with my security men and always making sure that I pay my security bill, and once in a while I tip them off. So that there was a point whereby I had an incident when I was coming home, and there was a certain young man that just kept on following me, and I was uncomfortable and I was going home, and I didn't want him to follow me to the point whereby you are getting to my house or you're not seeing where I live. And because of how friendly I am with my security guards and the way I talk to them and the way people around me or I myself I tip them, immediately they notice the man. They just come and they're like, Aisha, I'm looking. I'm like, no, I am not, and I don't want him following me. And that's how they discharge the young man. And when you come around my security, you see them. It's not like they are normal guys that are friendly and people that you should talk to. They leave this, you know how securities can be sometimes. But I don't. Because of that, I'm like, I don't have anything to do with them, like, because they are the ones that are guarding me. I'm God, by the way. So I just try to relate with them in a friendly manner so that it just helps to create this relationship so that if I'm in any situation, they come through for me. The next thing is creating a community. Creating a community where you are going to buy your groceries around you, where you're going to buy probably water to drink, or maybe the salon around that you're going to make your hair, or the man that will come and take your dustbin. Just create a friendly community with people that are going to help you one way or the other. Some people would even say create a community whereby if you need something, you have somebody that you can easily call to actually get these things done for you. I've created a community where I stay to the point that when I am not home, I'm receiving a package or something is coming for me and I'm not in my house, I have people that I can call that will keep my package for me till whenever I get home. That's how great of a community that I have created for myself where I am. And also creating community in terms of family and friends, because you need as much support as you can get. It's not easy staying alone and then there's sometimes that you need that extra support from family, from friends. So creating a community of people that you can lean back on when you need them. There's sometimes that you would need some things that you cannot get for yourself at that moment, and it's like, oh my god, let me call my brother, let me call my sister, oh my god, let me reach out to this person that could help me one way or the other. So that's what I mean by creating a community. That is another important factor about staying alone. Another thing is creating activities and hobbies around you for you to actually do. Try to create hobbies and experiences around you that you could actually do without going too far away from home, like probably a gym. It just makes life a little more easier, better. Or even create an exercising clique. You know, we have to keep fit and the rest. People that you stroll out in the mornings and the rest. And you know that, okay, I'm waking up by 6 o'clock. I have a good group of people that I'll meet on the road when I'm doing my morning jog or my morning walk or my evening jog or my evening walk, which also helps in terms of security. You feel safer knowing that there are people that you are going along with. So that's also a very big factor. And lastly, before I close, I just believe that living alone creates this sense, not just independence per se, but this sense of knowing that you can take care of yourself. And not everybody can say that they can actually do that. And it actually even factors down to when you settle down and you have a home and a family of your own. You then know how to budget, you then know how to factor all these things that I've said into your home. So I believe that everybody should experience living alone at a certain point of their life, and I'm super grateful for the opportunity that I get to actually do this. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, like, comment. Mwah.